What's good, family, man? It is your boy Mal
and Sade, and we're back at it again with another video
with
everybody's mom.
Man, today, guys, we're gonna react to Glock 9 Rico case up to 130 years in prison. I don't know what you can do. No, Rico.
Florida's a
you know, a Rico case, you got a 98% chance of not getting out.
Wait a minute, hold on. What's the whole
Rico?
Oh, Glock 9, he is locked up, ain't he?
Yeah, he back locked up. He just got out like a couple months ago. Now he's back in there with Hot Boy. He in there too. You know, Hot Boy with the weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, he on the Rico charge too. It basically got something to do with their gangs.
That's
and then,
what
you know, the feds are being smart.
They probably
they going
like,
against each other. Why not give them both Rico charges? But I don't know. But I ain't really heard too much about it. I just seen academic posts about it. But 130 years is crazy. You might as well just.
That's what I'm saying.
You're gonna die.
To me, just say death. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like life without parole. Don't put 130.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not gonna make it to that.
Live to 130 damn years.
This ain't 99 years to life.
Not even that, because half of the people don't even make it. Just like life,
don't make it to
without parole.
There's some Rico charges, so you know they can be ratting on each other.
I mean, because they could die at 20, they could die at 50. You know what I'm saying? They could be making up stuff.
Florida's a crazy state. Over the past 10 years, it's produced some of the biggest rappers in the game. But it's also filled with plenty of poverty, crime, and violence that inspires the music and leads to one of the highest murder rates in the country. Recently, the state has been cracking down on any rappers who are really living that life. Pooh Shiesty and Polo G were both hit with charges after performing in Miami, and YFN Lucci was recently hit with a gang indictment that ties into groups in Florida. But that's nothing compared.
I think he fighting a Rico charge too.
Who, YFN? Because I was going to say, I think Regine posted him. I think he's still in jail. I think he's in jail.
Y'all know Casanova? He fighting a Rico charge. He a rapper.
I heard of him, but it's just too much going on. Basically, I don't care how they look at it. You know how they be saying like what they rap about don't be counted against them. They can't use it, but they using that evidence for something. They going back and they digging.
Yeah.
Alright, so what's going on in Orlando between the AFNF and 438 gangs? Rapper Glock 9 and several others involved in this violent war were just hit with Florida State Rico charges related to murders, extortion, and racketeering. Here's everything we know about the case. Glock 9 is a rapper from Orlando, Florida, known for tracks like 10% and 223. Growing up, the rapper had it pretty tough. He was raised by a single mother while his dad was in and out of prison, and from a young age, he was always getting into trouble. So even as a jit, Glock 9 was wild, and that didn't stop once he started rapping. He released his first track on SoundCloud in 2017 under the name YBJ Quay, eventually changing his name to Glock 9 after the pistol and the local Orlando news Channel 9, which he's been featured on several times. He started exclusively releasing his videos.
That's why his name Glock 9.
Okay.
Nah, that's crazy. Nah, that's like doesn't like okay. He a menace.
On Worldstar, including the track Jail Hizzy Blues, which quickly racked up almost 2 million views in just a few months. He released his debut mixtape, Bloodshell's Revenge, in July 2018, and a few days later signed a $2 million deal with Cash Money Records. Many thought that Glock 9 would be the next hot rapper out of Florida. But at the same time he was blowing up, he was also involved in a violent beef with the crew of another Orlando rapper named Hot Boy. This beef would lead to several shootings and murders that would eventually land the rapper in the situation he's in now. Hot Boy and Glock 9 started out as friends, but while Glock 9 was first blowing up, Hot Boy was behind bars. He set out to be the biggest rapper in Orlando and says that Glock started hating on him because he couldn't take the competition. But the beef would get much deeper than just some competition after bodies on both sides would start dropping like flies.
I went to jail, right? So get a little chance to shine, right? So now when I get out, I take back over. I take back over when I get out. Now they hate me for that?
I remember.
What?
Glock is associated with a gang called AFNF, or All Family No Friends, while Hot Boy is a part of a group called 438. The war between these two gangs would terrorize the city of Orlando and lead to the deaths of not only affiliates.
All this because, well, that they say one rapper hotter than the other rapper.
That's usually, I mean, if you really think about it, not being funny, down in the South, that's the problem that they have. Think about everybody that's beefing with everybody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, you mad because another one, but it wasn't your fault that, I mean, it wasn't their fault that they got locked up. You know what I'm saying? And they came back harder than, you know what I'm saying, than what the other person did. Come on now. You gotta work for it.
True.
Ain't gonna be handed to you.
but also innocent bystanders, including a high school football player, a 14-year-old, and a 3-year-old child who would all lose their lives due to the beef. It got so bad that the whole story was covered on the local news channel. Authorities also announced that the FBI was watching the two gangs, which were considered the most dangerous in the city. So it wasn't all that surprising when the rapper got hit with the Florida Rico charge in June 2021. But he wasn't the only one to get caught up in the indictment. Several other people associated with this beef, including 438 members and members of another rival gang called the 9LOKKNINE, were also hit with similar charges. Glock is being charged with racketeering and conspiracy to commit racketeering under the Florida Rico Act. Racketeering is a charge that was created to convict mob bosses of crimes that were committed by members of their organization at their command. It includes a wide range of illegal activity, such as violent crimes, as well as things like drug trafficking, extortion, and even gambling. The law was created to take down the mafia, but in recent years, it's been used to target any street gangs, especially those associated with famous rappers.
I was just gonna say that rappers get the most Ricos now. Ever since the 6ix9ine incident, man. Well, not really. It was dude, what is his name? He in jail right now. Rilo. Remember Rilo?
Oh yeah.
He was the first. He was really one of the first rappers to get a Rico charge. Remember they took the apartments from him that he owned, that people live in and stuff like that. They froze his mama account, his accounts, everything.
But you gotta think about it. You know, like they say, they used to use it for the mafia, but when you really think about gangs, that's what it is.
Yeah, gangs are the mafia. Yeah, that's. I don't know.
So it's still.
Y'all think they got a good chance of beating this?
No, I don't know about that. They gonna find any
somebody
possible to cite them.
Both sides of the game, it's more than, I think they say it's more like, it's like 35 people. They got charged with it.
Somebody
35. 15 out of 35 snitching.
I'm just gonna tell you like this.
Pretty much.
People gonna be making money. Well, you know they already doing it, but people gonna be making money out of jail, baby, because they're gonna have phones, they're gonna be recording, they're gonna be doing studio time in prison. You hear me? They're gonna be making their money and being popular. I'm not playing.
I'm gonna say 15 out of 35 are gonna snitch.
Oh yeah.
Talk.
Yeah, because you want your life. You don't want 130 years.
But I think the main artists, I don't think they gonna really say
anybody who name, I'm put it like this: the most names that pop up the most. You know what I'm saying? The names that pop up the most when they interviewing these people, them the ones that's gonna be something. Yeah. Them the ones gonna be hit the hardest.
Yeah.
Because they're gonna be like, y'all the mastermind of everything. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Rappers like Bobby Shmurda, Casanova, and YFN Lucci have also been hit with racketeering charges because the feds claim they are the ringleaders and shot callers in their circle. Therefore, they're responsible for any crimes their team might commit to benefit the group. Glock is lucky that the feds haven't picked up the case yet, and it's still just a state case, although he's facing a long list of charges, so it isn't exactly going to be easy to beat. The fact that they charge him with conspiracy...
So you mean to tell me he in jail wondering if he gonna get this whole 130 years, okay?
Yeah.
And your people out here killing, the more they kill, the more time you gonna get.
I don't know.
And you can't tell them, hey bro, stop doing the killing, bro. Yeah. Like y'all sinking me. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
So if it go to the feds, like I think this 6ix9ine case go to the feds.
I think so.
So if it go to the feds, that means the feds, like, you got a higher chance of not getting out.
Now, yeah, because the feds are gonna rack up. The feds are probably right now. They probably trying to rack up as many charges on him as they can. They probably trying to get as much evidence as they can.
Yeah,
before
they dig deeper.
Yeah, before
they dig deeper. When the feds come in, that means you get all kinds of money, everything.
That's crazy.
This means they don't have to prove he actually committed any crimes. They just have to prove he contributed to a gang lifestyle that led to crimes being committed. When you add that, on top of all the other charges the rapper is facing, he's going to have to hire some expensive lawyers to avoid doing serious time. The paperwork on the case is yet to be released, but it has been announced that Glock is one of 10 men being charged in this takedown. The court documents allegedly contain over 700 pages of evidence, and some of the suspects are still on the loose. Hot Boy was not arrested in this case, but his right-hand man, Van Sean Sands, was.
Hot Boy turned himself in day before yesterday.
Oh, really?
Yep.
In hit with the Rico charge, Glock 9 was out on bond after being charged with 5 counts of attempted murder. The rapper and an associate named Ballpark allegedly shot up the home of another rival rapper named Kehe'Mal Reese, who was also Glock 9's blood cousin. Reese wasn't home at the time of the shooting, but 5 of his family members were, and just barely escaped getting hit. One of them was Reese's sister, who was also Ballpark's half-sister and Glock's cousin. She told police that her cousin was jealous of Reese because he was building a name for himself in the city, and Glock wanted to be the only...
What's wrong with Glock 9, man? Everybody keeps saying the same thing about that boy. What's going
That's
on?
what I'm saying. It's jealousy involved. Like,
I rock with his music. I like his music. But what's going on, man? It ain't that deep, bro. Y'all can work together.
exactly.
Poppin' rapper from Orlando. She says that she was looking outside the window when Glock and Ballpark got out of the car with guns, and she's positive they were the ones who shot up the house. Glock later accused Reese of snitching in this case, but it seems like he didn't have to. A new Florida state attorney for the area around Orlando was sworn into office in January 2021. Taking down the AFNF and 438 gang was the first item on her agenda. She quickly charged Glock with 5 counts of second-degree attempted murder with the firearm, each of which carries a mandatory minimum of 20 years in prison if he's found guilty. So, altogether, Glock is facing over 100 years in prison just for these charges alone.
He gonna get convicted of 1. Oh, hopefully he don't.
I don't know, because if that lady just got on that job and she already hit him with 5 charges,
Digging.
I don't know. She probably
And then
want
you
him
got-
locked up.
You got the sister, cousin, you know what I'm saying, niece, that said she seen this happen, so they got proof. You know what I'm saying? You got a whole witness that's saying that she seen this.
Bro, and it's all over jealousy. Imagine killing over jealousy.
And 9 times out of 10, if the feds was already in, they got cameras. You know how the feds, when they move in places like across the street from your house. You don't even know. It look like a new neighbor.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They watching you the whole entire time.
I seen a dude on TikTok talk about it. They had like a sniper.
That's what I'm
just sitting there
saying.
looking at him the whole
Exactly.
time. And he was recording. He like, bro, it's a sniper looking at
And
me.
when you leave out of your house, they have ways of getting inside your house and putting cameras up, and you don't even know it.
That's crazy. Nah, though, bro, that's foul though. Your own family trying to knock them
People
off.
be weaker.
That's what I'm
That's why I
saying.
have to.
Maybe she
pull people
feel.
from
Maybe
a
she
distance.
feel like if she in the wrong place, she can get killed either way it go.
Yeah.
Which you really don't, because you know you got two different gangs on each side, and you in the
Yeah.
middle of it.
Same time, prosecutors began building a case to identify AFNF as a criminal street gang, with Glock 9 as the leader. They've probably been compiling evidence for a long time, but this was the beginning of the arrest that would lead to the Rico charge.
Pretty sure
But
you're not
Glock 9
leading
wasn't
for
the
it.
only one to get hit with racketeering charges. Ballpark would also get caught up in the indictment after being snitched on by his own half-sister, as with 2 other rival Orlando rappers named Draco Syke and Lil Wavy. Draco was cut on Reese's brother, and they are allegedly members of the 3300 gang in Orlando, which also goes by the name Know 'em, Cut 'em, Kill 'em, or KKK. Both men were charged with the use of electronic communications to promote gangs in the Rico case. Lil Wavy was also out on bond for another charge of
electronic communication. That mean they tapped into their phone, right?
Yeah.
Nah, that's crazy.
aggravated assault with a firearm that stemmed from an altercation at a doctor's office. He and another man allegedly threatened to kill 2 of their ops in front of their own mother. In the waiting room of the Colonial Medical Center, Lil Wavy and another man named MG confronted 2 other men that they had beef with. MG pulled out a Glock, and they both threatened to kill the 2 men while their mother was just a few feet away.
Wow.
After they left, the mother called the police and reported what had happened. Then, Lil Wavy posted a video of the fight to his social media where he said some pretty disrespectful stuff. 3 Block was a man who was murdered in a shooting allegedly committed by the KKK gang. He was also the son and brother of the group that Wavy just threatened. The rapper was later arrested for aggravated assault and hit with another charge of using electronic communications to promote gangs for the video he posted mocking his ops. While he was out on bond for that charge, he and Draco Syke get caught up in the gang indictment and both catch some more charges. Another well-known figure in this beef, who was also caught up in the Rico indictment, was 438 shooter Van Sean Sands. Sands was previously arrested in a drive-by shooting that left an AFNF member named Jeremiah Robinson dead, but he was later released after being able to prove that he acted in self-defense. On April 14, 2020, an AFNF affiliate named Demetrius Cox shot and killed...
Bro got a strong neck.
Heck yeah, it's thick.
Bro neck strong. And it's like they just going back and forth. They kill one person on their side, they kill the other person.
Know what I'm saying?
And then also because Glock 9 and then Glock 9, I guess jealousy or something.
Yeah.
Man, this is stupid.
Wolf Luma at a house party. Luma was not gang affiliated, but he was friends with Hot Boy and his murder was attributed to the beef. Cox was quickly arrested and charged with the murder, and less than 2 weeks later, AFNF struck again. On April 25th, they shot up Luma's vigil, hitting a high school player named Dexter Rance, as well as 3 others. Rance was tragically killed, even though he was not gang affiliated and was only there to pay respects to...
Oh, y'all remember that Hot Boy video?
Mm-hmm.
Remember they said I think this the funeral they was at.
Oh, the funeral. Okay.
They was at the funeral for him. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, ain't that what they said in the comment
Why his
section?
arm look broke?
It passed probably.
Luma, but AFNF still wasn't satisfied, and next they planned a targeted shooting of Van Sean Sands, one of the most respected members of 438. On July 7, 2020, AFNF members orchestrated a drive-by on the house where Sands was staying. Rather than just duck and hide like a regular citizen, Sands decided to face the ops head-on and started firing back with an AR pistol. He ended up hitting one of the passengers in the car, who was identified as Jeremiah Robinson, aka AFNF Baby Joker. A month after the shooting, the police made an attempt to arrest Sands that left another man dead.
I was gonna say, now even though self-defense, he could have claimed self-defense because they came by his house trying to drive by on him, and he went outside to protect himself. So technically, it was self-defense technically, even though it was gang.
So Sands had acted in.
What just happened? Oh.
I'm just putting this picture back.
I don't know, man. It's like, it's just retarded. Like, they ain't gonna lie, they beef is retarded.
Yeah. It is. It's just back and forth because one
jealous of the other. Then you jealous of your own cousin.
I was just gonna say, and everybody's saying the same thing, so you know they not lying about him being jealous because everybody's saying it's about the same thing.
What if you jealous for the man? Make pretty decent music.
Money. That's what I'm saying. You're making your money. You're making your money.
We live in a world where people feel like it's
great.
We can't be from the same place and us both succeed. A lot of people have that mentality. A lot of people grow up with that mentality like, no, it can't be two of us coming out the same city. It can't be so many of us coming out the same state. That's why you got hairstylists trying to get more over other hairstylists. That's why you got makeup artists trying to do more than other makeup artists because they feel like you can't be from the same city and do the same thing. But at the end of the day, you can. You choose how you make your bread. You choose how much bread you make. At the end of the day, if you work hard, if you want it bad enough, you'll do it. You'll get out there and do it.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know. It just be having some weird mentalities.
Mm-hmm.
Self-defense, he was also a convicted felon and not allowed to possess a firearm. On August 7th, police made an attempt to bring him into custody and swarmed him and 3 of his friends in the parking lot of a mall. Sands immediately surrendered to the cops, but one of his friends named Salathis Melvin took off running. Melvin had nothing to do with the incident that left AFNF Baby Joker dead, but one of the police officers shot him.
I said, well, why run if he had nothing to do with it?
You look like he killed.
Look like he got shot anyway.
I think he's still alive.
I hope so.
As he tried to make an escape. He died from the shooting, which led to public outrage and accusations of police brutality, as Sands had already surrendered and was cooperating with authorities. Sands was able to prove that the shooting was in self-defense, but he was still hit with the gun charge. Another person named in the Rico indictment was 438 affiliate Joshua Holder, the alleged getaway driver of an attempted hit on Glock 9 that went down at the mall at Millennia. In October 2020, 438 decided to go at the head honcho of the AFNF.
That's like the incident with Fulio. Remember they said they was at the mall.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They don't care if you at the mall or whatever. And you got innocent people that's right there.
True.
And tried to take him out in broad daylight. Holder allegedly searched the parking lot of the Orlando Mall for their target in a white BMW for about 15 minutes before spotting him. Holder then parked the car and waited while the passengers went into the mall. They fired off several shots at the rapper before getting back in the car and fleeing the scene.
Just within the last couple of minutes, I've confirmed with Orlando police that shots were fired here at the mall at Millennia. They were not fired by Orlando police officers, and the good news is nobody was injured in all this, but I can tell you, driving in, every entrance to the mall at Millennia right now is locked down, sealed down. Nobody is getting inside.
Holder and 2 others were later arrested and charged with attempted murder. Based on all this evidence, it's not hard to see why the cops are cracking down. Broad daylight shootings, innocent bystanders getting killed, and mothers and sisters being...
That's just... I don't know. You gotta have a different type of mentality. You gotta have a lot of hatred for somebody. Or you gotta have a lot built up in yourself to make you just want to kill somebody in broad daylight, or even go somewhere where it's innocent bystanders and you know in the back of your mind that those bystanders could get hit from what you're doing.
Yeah.
You just don't care. You just like, forget it. It is what it is. If somebody get hit, whatever.
And forced to hide in closets to avoid getting hit, all point to the beef getting out of control. But with so much pain and loss on both sides, it's tough to see an end in sight. Glock 9 has told the media that the prosecutor's portrayal of him as a mastermind behind the gang is totally inaccurate. He said that all the people he allegedly controls are all older than him and that AFNF isn't the gang, it's just a brand and record label. But the fact that the rapper has so many prior charges and that he's the most popular member of the group definitely doesn't help his case.
Smith, who faces an attempted murder charge for a separate drive-by shooting, denied any involvement in a gang during our phone call this week.
I feel like they just saying I'm the leader, like they trying to say I'm a gang leader, but I'm not the gang.
They go by popularity. Whoever name they hear the most, that's who they're automatically gonna associate him with being the leader. And then he rapping on top of that.
And then everybody pointing fingers saying that he was jealous. So
see, but a lot of them was smart though. I would not. I mean, even if I was affiliated with a gang, I'm not gonna walk around with no chain that say AFNF. None of that.
And if you do it, I mean, have some type of code for it or something.
Yeah,
like
another name.
They literally just have it on their chest, like
a chain.
You know
AFNF, NBA. I mean, I understand NBA and stuff like that. You know, they are. But they all, at the end of the day, they try to make their gangs like
I was finna say,
brands.
I was just finna say, and it's hard when you got your brand affiliated with a gang because it's really no way out of it. They really can't tell if you talking about your label or if you talking about your gang stuff. They can't tell the difference.
Right.
And I'm 20 years old. All these from behind me, all these people who they trying to say I'm leading is older than me.
AFNF is an LLC that you created for your rap group?
Yeah, it's like a label. It's like my bank. When I get paid through YouTube and all that stuff, my bank that's when it come under AFNF LLC.
Despite all the violence going on in the city, Hot Boy has avoided getting caught up in the drama. Once he started gaining momentum with his music, he moved out of Orlando and has avoided being involved in any violent incidents, leaving the action to his 438 goons. He's done features with huge rappers like Future and Lil Baby, and is in a good position to become a major artist if he can avoid getting caught up in this indictment and the streets in general. On the other hand, things aren't looking great for Glock 9. He's already facing over 100 years in prison for the attempted murder, which has a documented eyewitness and a clear motive. Now he's facing the additional Rico charge, which carries a 30-year minimum sentence. Even if he's able to miraculously beat the charges, he'll likely end up going broke trying to fight the case. Although he's definitely built a buzz, he doesn't have any major hits or a stockpile of music that'll keep his fans satisfied until he's free. The best thing for him to do right now is lawyer up and keep his head down. Anything that happened in the streets with the AFNF name attached to it will just add more evidence that could be used to take him down. So, if he really is the gang leader that the prosecutors say he is,
that's why you gotta watch. You gotta watch how you moving. You gotta watch your people. If you gonna be in something like that, you need to keep a close eye on your people because, like your mom said, he could be in jail and just racking up all these charges and don't even know.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Because they out here going free willy-nilly, just doing whatever they want to do. Just telling theyself, oh, okay, I'm going to go kill this person.
You got brand new shoes. They look better than the ones I just bought yesterday. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
They'll have to tell the soldiers to chill out until the heat dies down. At this point, it's tough to know what kind of evidence the court has against them because the paperwork is still private. But with all the information that's on public record, it's going to be pretty tough for the rapper to prove his innocence. If you thought this video was crazy, be sure to check out our channel for more. From rap's biggest...
Y'all don't know what I think it is. I don't really think they got that much on them right now. I feel like they're like, okay, we're going to hold them in jail until we get more evidence from the next couple months of what they shooting at, doing what.
But they can't hold you like that.
Yeah. I mean, they can hold like now.
I mean, yeah, because they got that coming up.
But you know, all the people that's getting charged with it, they all got other pending stuff.
That's what I'm saying. They still got to have court for them other things.
But see, that's what they said. They said he had pending charges. He got 5 attempted murder charges.
But I thought he beat that. He just got a... That's what I'm saying. It's kind of confusing because he had 5 last time. He beat it. Now he going back for the 5 again.
No, but see, you got a witness for some stuff too.
Yeah. Because, you know, some of those factors they don't put in there when they first indict you. They don't put all that in there.
They gotta build a case.
Sometimes they let that build up, and if they really want him in jail, they're gonna find a way to rack up his charge.
They gotta build a case, so that's why it's taking forever for them to, you know what I'm saying, come up with a court date. But in between time, all the stuff that he done before then, he gotta go to court for.
Yeah, that makes sense. Man, y'all let us know if y'all want to see more stuff like this, man, because this stuff be entertaining. I'd be curious to know what rappers be doing. But other than that, man, y'all already know what to do, man. Please
like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications, subscribe to all 3 channels, all 3 channels, all 3 channels.
follow me and Charlie both on Instagram. But other than that, man, we out of here.